How wonderful to be back with Leia Miller, one of the most cheerful people you will ever find on a pickleball court.
Thank you.
She's developing a pickleball program at a very fancy resort in the Berkshires called Miraval. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to be going there and being a fly on the wall and watching what she puts together. But anybody traveling through the Berkshires will, depending on when you hear this show, you will definitely want to check it out. Leah, one of the things that you and I have had a little smiling gripe fest about on our own is how do people behave on a court or even hello at the paddle rack etiquette. And
Yes.
for us, it's both a kind of like smoke coming out of our ears while we're saying, seriously, you just did that? You said what? What? So this is something you've run other pickleball programs. You built a very big other one in the
Yes.
Berkshires, and you probably had to deal with lots of interpersonal etiquette issues. What are the ones that stick out for you as things that we can suggest to each other? Don't do that, please, for example.
Yes, for sure. And thank you for bringing that up because that's one of the biggest things that me personally building the community of pickleball is kindness. Like
Yes.
we all started somewhere to get like once, and you have to be graceful. And if you're mad at me for doing a bad shot or doing something wrong, I'm even more mad at myself. So don't
Thank you.
pour the fuel on the fire. Just say, hey, move on to the next point. Nice shot. Let's go. We got this. It's just
Yeah.
a game, and keeping positive and keeping a smile on your face is so huge. And like you mentioned at the paddle rack too, it's just, hey, how are you guys doing? When did you start playing pickleball? Be friendly. Pickleball's starting to get this reputation of being so serious. When we all started, it was so much fun and
Yeah.
laughter and like having good shots.
That's a really good point. When it started out, and for many of us, periodically during a match, during a day, during a week, it still is hilarious. We burst out laughing, we applaud each other's shots, we are cross with ourselves and wait, we're not curing cancer. It's pickleball. But
Yes.
it is getting more serious because everyone is elevating the level they want to play at. They can be a beginner and they're like, "Oh, I want to play with the like the people on that other court where I'm not yet entirely welcome or appropriate." But that seriousness can translate to being a little cold or a little clicky or a little bitchy. And
Yes.
that's more as much at the paddle rack as it is on the court. So I think your point about smiling is corny, but absolutely true. They say that if you smile, it actually changes your frame of mind. Even a fake smile. Like
Yeah,
fake a
exactly.
smile actually does. There's a couple of people that play at True Pickleball. I'll point them out to you sometime when you're over.
Okay.
This one guy, David, he is always smiling. I'm like, this is so heaven. He's serving or receiving serve. He's smiling. And it just makes me smile and makes me think, cool. And then he hits a killer shot against me. And I'm like, that was
Yeah.
great. No wonder
Well,
you're smiling.
it's encouraging then, and then you want to continue to play with them because
That's
it's
right.
fun when you get that resting bitch face. Sorry about my language, but when you have that face, it's like, why would I want to play against them or play with them? You know what I mean? It's just a good time. Wipe it off. Go like this.
The resting bitch face. I
Resting
love
bitch
it.
face.
Yes, there's a person that plays at True, good player, an ex-tennis player who still plays basically tennis on the pickleball court, really. Plays from the baseline, hits everything really hard, lots of drives. It's fine and calls themselves a 4-0 because it makes them feel good. But they're not fully playing pickleball yet. But
Yeah.
there's always a scowl. And heaven forbid you're on her side and you miss a shot, even if it's someone hitting a great winner against you, you get the bitch face.
Yeah.
It's just a downer for everybody. No one on the court is feeling good about that.
You know what? And I will take a point to that too, because I'm super competitive. I've been playing sports since I was in grade school, right? And when I first learned pickleball, my biggest thing that my dad always told me is you kill him with kindness. You want to be that person on the other side of the court or on offense or defense. Be like, you know what? She was really nice. Had a really good shot, or she did something, or he did something. Congratulate them. Then that's going to make them want to play with you. And it's going to be in your peace of mind to stay positive and play well.
That's a really interesting point. I find it difficult to play against you because you're so nice.
I
So
know.
I can't like really get my dander up and go, I'm going to kill her on the next shot.
Yeah.
Because if you accidentally, which you don't because you have so much ball control, like your ball nearly hits me in the face, which can happen.
Happen, misses happen.
It can happen. But when other people do it and they barely say, I'm sorry, which is something I want to talk about in terms of etiquette, it makes me
Yeah.
really, I know where your face is too. Now, that's obviously go out in the back alley and beat somebody up mentality. That isn't your
Yes.
personality. But when someone isn't polite or thoughtful, when they hit you, it's always accidental or
Yes.
nearly hit you. The people who say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?" You're perfectly okay. It's a plastic
Yes.
wiffle ball.
It's
I
a
don't
whip.
care how hard it was hit, but you love that person for being so thoughtful.
Here's
Makes
another
you
one too.
feel
Is
validated.
here's another one too when they're like, "Oh, sorry," and then they just turn around and walk away. Like, how about
Fake.
you genuinely check on me and make sure I'm okay? If I hit somebody, if it's a miss hit, I'll be like, "Oh my god, I am so sorry. That was
Yes.
not my intention. Are you okay? Do you want to take a breath? Can we take do you want to redo the point?" I am so
Oh,
gracious when it comes to
wow.
that because and I appreciate you saying like for the most part I try to have good ball control, but sometimes it happens. Here's my thing. Don't be an a-hole. Just be nice. Be nice.
You know, that turnaround, you go, sorry, and turn around. Let's talk about that is like totally fake. That's almost worse than going,
Right?
tough on you, babe. But
Yes.
what about the sorry, not sorry? Let's talk about the etiquette of that particular
Yes.
pickleball phrase. Some people have it now on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Sorry, not
Not
sorry.
sorry.
And
Yep.
it's very snarky and hilarious. And it's usually not because you've hit somebody, but your ball has dribbled over the net. It's become unreachable, ungettable. And you go, oh, sorry. And some people really are, but I don't
Yeah.
even see that you should be sorry. But certainly, sorry, not sorry is a different reaction than really sorry.
Yeah, I think that people start need to start taking or adding points for saying sorry because it's a game. It's a
Yeah.
game. Don't be sorry if you have net love and the ball dribbles over the net, or you had a great shot to their
Yes.
backhand and they can't get
Yes.
it. But here's what I'm glad that you brought that up again, also, is because I feel that sorry, not sorry depends who you're playing against. If I'm playing
That's
against
true.
you and we're having a good match and we're having a good shot, and like I accidentally dribble one over the net, I'll be like, sorry, not sorry. But you
Yes,
know me because we have
exactly.
that fun banter, right? It's all about how you present it and in the shot and what the score is, I think also. If you're smoking
Ooh,
somebody, you
yes.
don't you don't pull that card out of your back pocket. You hide that in there and you just say, "What a great game. That was a great point." You don't have to be snarky. You don't have to be pushing it in their face. Just have fun with it.
And it's a really good point. Saying sorry for hitting a winning shot. You're not a robot and you're not a monkey. So something you did was good.
Yeah.
Something you did because you kept that ball really close to the net, not some
Yep.
high meatball that could be attacked, and it just happened to skim the top of the net. So being sorry for it, there's a confusion, which is sorry, not sorry is snarky.
Yeah.
Not being
Also, do
sorry
you
at all is really fine. You
yeah,
have a winning point. Next bit.
yeah. Do you think I think it could be condescending sometimes also.
Oh, interesting.
It's just, "Oh, sorry, not sorry. I'm better than you." I've had that kind of confrontation as well, and I said, "If you wanna play that game, bring it." No, I'm just kidding, I don't do that.
But there's something in we feisty women who are genuinely competitive, but
Yes.
really want to be good citizens of the world and even sit and have tea and crumpets with somebody later, where there
Yes.
we do have that button that can get pushed when somebody is full on rude. What about the etiquette of people acting out their own rage and frustration at themselves? I
Yes.
find that to be invasive, selfish,
Yep.
very unsettling to everybody on the court, maybe even on adjacent court. I've seen people, mostly guys, hit themselves so hard in the thigh with their paddle that it makes a loud cracking noise. There have been people that smack their paddle on the ground, on the
Yep.
net, on the back wall, which is padded in a nice place like True,
Yeah.
or or turn around and like storm off the court for seconds.
Mhm.
Etiquette wise, what do you think about that explosion of self rage? Etiquette wise, I don't think that's appropriate.
No, it's and a good point too is like being the director and running a program and trying to manage a lot of emotions and different
Yeah,
personalities.
yeah,
My biggest thing, I love you all. It's just a game. Think about it this way. Go on to the next point. Take a deep breath, call a timeout, take a water break, calm your nerves like because showing that type of emotion is not fun for your surrounding people that are trying to have a good
right.
time.
That's right. That's the main thing is that it, you don't see it on a tennis court. You don't see it on, I don't know, basketball court, or there's
Yep.
no time for that. People, they make a mistake, they don't do self-flagellation with their piece of equipment,
Exactly.
themselves, smacking themselves. One guy was hitting himself in the forehead. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Tracy, also too, I know the cost of these paddles too. Why would you do that?
That's right. And that's one of the reasons actually I dropped out of an advanced league, because as soon as they got in the league, some of these guys got so wound up at themselves. Oh, there were plenty of ugly looks at me and at others for making errors. But there was one guy, I've never seen any anger or rage from him, hitting his paddle against the side, the thing between the courts,
Oh, yeah.
storming off the court. Yike. And not even touching paddles afterwards.
That's,
That etiquette. So, one last point about etiquette. We could bring up etiquette another time. There's so
yeah,
many things that
there's so
people
much.
need to be mindful of. But what about the tapping of paddles? I think sometimes I'm guilty of tapping paddles. It doesn't matter if I've what won or lost. I half the time, more than half the time, I don't actually know that I whether I won or lost. I just know how I felt about how I played. And
Yes.
I've touched paddles, but not made eye contact, not smiled, just touched and gone. Is that
Yep.
rude?
Here's my thing on that too. Again, being a very high emotional athlete and be very competitive, fake it till you make it. If you have to take a deep breath from that baseline to the net and just say, "Hey, it was a good game. It wasn't my best, but the better team won. They had a
Yeah,
better day." And
yeah,
that's a big thing too. I think it's a lot of one of my biggest things that I want to start working on and start teaching as being a coach is the mental part of it. And it's having good etiquette and having good aura around yourself because
yes.
that's going to make you feel better and play better as well.
That's really the takeaway. Good aura around yourself. It benefits everybody on your court, on the adjacent courts, maybe
For
in the
sure.
whole building or in the whole outdoor area, wherever you are. Leah
Yes.
Miller, thank you so much. I can't wait till you get that pickleball situation going at Miraval. It's going to
Me
be
too.
gorgeous. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. You are welcome.